Hi guys, my name is Aoife, I'm 21 years old, and for Purple Day coming up on the 25th of March, which is an international day dedicated to raising awareness on epilepsy, I'd like to take this opportunity just to share my story in hope to offer support and educate others on the condition. So I was first diagnosed with epilepsy when I was 12. I was experiencing seizures for about 1.5 years prior to my diagnosis. However, these weren't physical seizures, so they were very hard to pinpoint and I suppose explain. I later learned that these were absent seizures. So this type of seizure would cause me to go into a trance-like state for just a short period of time, and I would almost look kind of dazed, like I had no idea what was going on, and then I'd snap out of it and I would be very confused and disorientated. So I was having those quite frequently, and then I went into first year in secondary school, and I came home one evening and I had a tonic-clonic seizure. So the tonic-clonic seizure is probably the seizure most people are familiar with when they hear epilepsy. It's the physical falling, jerking, convulsion. So yeah, needless to say, that was extremely scary. It was daunting. I have no recollection of that day. But I do know, I had gone for, I went for several tests, and I was fortunate enough to get my results back quite quickly. So from there, I was then diagnosed with generalized epilepsy, which is a form of epilepsy that affects a large portion of the brain. And as a result, I have two types of seizures. The absent seizures, which are the, short trance-like episodes. And then I have the tonic-clonic seizures, so the physical seizures. Now, personally, I was more affected by the absent seizures, and sometimes I would have them and they would provoke the tonic-clonic seizures, and I found that quite hard, because if I had one, I'd be worrying then when I came out of the absent seizure, like, oh my god, am I going to have a tonic-clonic seizure now? And it was very difficult to, I think, explain to people that I had more than one type of seizure. And so I mean, from there it was really finding the correct medication, the correct anti-epileptic drug that suited my form of epilepsy. People with epilepsy will know that anti-epileptic drugs, it's trial and error, and what works for me might not work for another person. So I was thankful that when I found a anti-epileptic drug that suited me, it did ease the tonic-clonic seizures. However, I was still experiencing absent seizures, so I had to look at things like triggers. So triggers are stimuli that provoke seizures. Now, my main triggers would be sleep deprivation, hunger, stress and anxiety. So really trying to I suppose manage those and avoid them at all possible really helped keep my seizures at bay. And I suppose lastly was the healthy lifestyle, and that is a personal choice. I made the conscious decision from a young age that I was going to do everything, not to let my epilepsy define me, not to let it control me. So having a healthy lifestyle, no alcohol, very little caffeine, a good sleep schedule, regular exercise, all these things helped to control and keep my seizures at bay. And now I'm 5 years tonic-clonic seizure free, and I'm almost 1 year absent seizure free. So it has been a journey, and I think everyone who has epilepsy or knows someone with epilepsy will know that it's not an easy road. There's loads of ups and then there's loads of downs, but it's worth it. And if you are someone who has epilepsy, hang in there. It will be worth it. And I like to think of my epilepsy that it doesn't control me, I control it. And someone once recently said to me that, you know, a disability is like a superpower and you can use it to help you in life. And, you know, really that has stood to me because, you know, I set my goals and it might take me a little longer than other people, but I get there eventually. And by understanding my triggers, use of anti-epileptic drugs and my lifestyle, I've, you know, learned to manage my condition. And, you know, my epilepsy hasn't stopped me from doing things. I might have to do them a little differently at times, with lots of rest in between, but it's worth it in the end. So yeah, like I said, Purple Day is coming up on the 25th of March, and I would highly recommend, you know, you can wear purple to support, or, you know, you can donate. There's wristbands on the website, on epilepsyireland.ie. So if you took the time to listen to this video, thank you so much. I'm so grateful, and stay safe. Thank you.